The BBC's David Shookman has more on the science behind the tragedy.
This earthquake couldn't have hit a more vulnerable country. Extreme poverty, scene of multiple tragedies, and volatile geologically. The quake was especially devastating because of exactly where and how it struck. The epicentre just 9 miles from the capital Port-au-Prince, with its 2 million people. The country itself straddles the divide between two major tectonic plates, the North American and the Caribbean. One plate is sliding west, the other east, shifting just under an inch every year and building up huge pressures. Right in the middle is this tangle of fault lines, each of which is unstable, and making things even worse, the earthquake happened where its effects would be most powerful, only 6 miles down, what's called a shallow quake, one that causes most damage.
You've got one side of the fault moving this way and the other side of the fault moving that way, and that goes right up to the surface. So when you have earthquakes releasing energy at shallow depths, that amplifies the shaking at the surface, and what people feel and the damage that the earthquake causes is much, much greater.
And Haiti is already horribly familiar with disaster. This was the scene a year and a half ago. The country flooded after being repeatedly battered by hurricanes. Great tracts of land were left underwater, and many areas still hadn't recovered by the time of the earthquake. Political trouble is another curse. For years there have been violent upheavals. The most recent, 6 years ago, saw the president ousted, and gangs have frequently taken control of the streets. And all the time, life is grindingly poor. This is one of the world's least developed countries, which means it's one of the least able to cope with the disaster that's now unfolding.
What it's got to contend with now is crippling poverty. 2/3 of the population are living on less than £1.50 a day. Most of the population are subsistence farmers living off the land. And this kind of natural disaster doesn't just destroy people's lives and homes, it destroys the agriculture.
Every scene from Haiti brings new horrors. A father lifts his child but looks stunned himself. These are desperate people in a ruined land, and the faces tell their own story of catastrophe and the wait for assistance. If ever a country needed help, Haiti is it. A year ago, the mayor of Port-au-Prince said 2/3 of the city's buildings were unsafe, even in normal conditions. The death toll now can only be guessed at.
One of our correspondents on the ground is the BBC's Andy Gallagher. He is in Port-au-Prince and he joins us now on the phone with the very latest. Andy, could you, if you may, just describe us exactly what you've seen? Paint us a picture of the situation around you.
Well, Matt, I arrived at the airport here about 2 hours ago. As you can probably hear in front of me, there is a C-130 military aircraft carrier offloading supplies with American soldiers on board. Off to my right, there are several white United Nations trucks with troops on board. We have heard reports that their headquarters here have been quite badly damaged. And there is power here at the airport, and the runway doesn't seem to be too badly damaged, certainly not when I landed a couple of hours ago. But beyond the lights of the airport, if you look across the boundaries of the airport, it's just sheer darkness. One local official here says the death toll could already be around 100,000 people. That's very difficult to tell at the moment. It's a city of 2 million people in the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. There is simply, Matt, no infrastructure here at all. There are no teams ready to go when things like this happen with mechanical diggers or all the necessary equipment to get those people out. We've heard reports of cries coming from these collapsed buildings and other local people who survived trying to simply dig people out with their hands. But at the moment, the rescue effort and the aid effort feels more like a trickle than a flood.
I mean, I guess the airport is going to become the centre of civilization as much as it remains in Haiti. Beyond the airport, in that darkness that you describe, what are the reports you're getting from there?
Simply a devastating situation. Reports of entire communities just sliding off mountains, buildings collapsing. Even some of the stronger buildings here, like the United Nations headquarters and the presidential palace, have suffered serious damage. It's obviously a very dark hour for Haiti, a country that was devastated for other reasons before. Remember, they survived 4 hurricanes last year.
Andy Gallagher, thank you very much indeed, and try and stay safe. The rescue and recovery operation in Haiti is one which thousands of Haitians here in America are following very closely for very personal reasons. Many have been unable to reach their families on the island and are still waiting word on their condition. Any word. One of the largest Haitian communities here in the US can be found in New York, and it's from there that Laura Trevelyan filed this report.
In Brooklyn, this radio station is relaying the news from Haiti live as those with relatives in Port-au-Prince gather, desperate for information. Rico Dupuis of Radio Soleil is coming to terms with the scale of what's happened.
The devastation is so huge, so wide. Does Haiti have what it takes to survive this? And we don't know. Time will tell. All I know is that it has to survive.
The Haitian community here is in shock. Haiti has endured so much. Political instability, hurricanes, and now this. People are coping with the agony of not knowing what's happened to their loved ones.
15-year-old Soleil Laurent is getting more anxious by the hour. She and her mother are patrons of an orphanage near Port-au-Prince, and no one is answering their increasingly frantic phone calls.
Right now, I'm just hoping that it's not the worst, that if the orphanage fell down or if the kids aren't making it or anything like that, that would just tear my heart up.
And how many children are in the orphanage?
There's 200 children in the orphanage.
And when the news does filter through, it's rarely good.
It's mind-blowing because right now I've been getting phone calls from Haiti and stuff like that, and we have people that found that are my family members that actually died. They found them underneath the rebel.
It was to this Brooklyn neighborhood, known as Haiti Town, that the mayor of New York came to offer his condolences.
The prayers of every New Yorker in every part of our city are with you today, and we are with you. Nous à vous, which means we are with you, and bon courage, have courage.
People here are organizing vigils and collecting money to send to Haiti as they wait and wait. Wildor Lazard runs 3 churches in Haiti. He doesn't know if his parishioners or his parents survived.
Since yesterday, I tried to get contact. I cannot. I'm so sad. But I know my God is in control.
Life is always fragile in Haiti. That's something people are accustomed to. But the extent of this devastation is so hard to accept. Laura Trevelyan, BBC News, New York.
The tragedy and the uncertainty of Haiti felt far beyond its borders. And if you would like to do something to help those who've been affected by the earthquake, make sure to visit our website. There you'll find a list of the many international aid organizations that are working tirelessly to help the people of Haiti. You can find those links and much more at bbc.com/World News America. Quick word about tomorrow's edition of BBC World News America. I'll be reporting from Haiti. In fact, I'll be making my way there as soon as this broadcast is over. And we will, of course, continue with our comprehensive coverage of the earthquake and its terrible aftermath, the rescue efforts, the humanitarian crisis, and the global efforts to rush aid and assistance to the quake zone and to the millions of victims there. Our BBC News website is providing minute-by-minute updates on the situation in Haiti, with reports from BBC correspondents on the ground, as well as citizens providing photographs and eyewitness accounts of damage and rescue efforts.
But will the President, we expect, begin on Haiti, where there's a massive relief effort gathering pace?
Yes, we expect that he is going to give us an update on the situation regarding Haiti and the US efforts associated with it, and he's approaching the podium now. Let's listen to what President Obama has to say.
I've directed my administration to launch a swift, coordinated, and aggressive effort to save lives and support the recovery in Haiti. The losses that have been suffered in Haiti are nothing less than devastating. And responding to a disaster of this magnitude will require every element of our national capacity. Our diplomacy and development assistance, the power of our military, and, most importantly, the compassion of our country. And this morning, I'm joined by several members of my national security team who are leading this coordinated response. I've made it clear to each of these leaders that Haiti must be a top priority for their departments and agencies right now. This is one of those moments that calls out for American leadership. For the sake of our citizens who are in Haiti, for the sake of the Haitian people who have suffered so much, and for the sake of our common humanity, we stand in solidarity with our neighbors to the south, knowing that, but for the grace of God, there we go. This morning, I can report that the first waves of our rescue and relief workers are on the ground and at work. The survey team worked overnight to identify priority areas for assistance, and shared the results of that review throughout the United States government and with international partners who are also sending support. Search and rescue teams are actively working to save lives. Our military has secured the airport and prepared it to receive the heavy equipment and resources that are on the way, and to receive them around the clock 24 hours a day. An airlift has been set up to deliver high-priority items like water and medicine, and we're coordinating closely with the Haitian government, the United Nations, and other countries who are also on the ground. We have no higher priority than the safety of American citizens, and we've airlifted injured Americans out of Haiti. We're running additional evacuations and will continue to do so in the days ahead. I know that many Americans, especially Haitian Americans, are desperate for information about their family and friends, and the State Department has set up a phone number and email address that you can find at www.state.gov to inquire about your loved ones. And you should know that we will not rest until we account for our fellow Americans in harm's way. Even as we move as quickly as possible, it will take hours, and in many cases days, to get all of our people and resources on the ground. Right now in Haiti, roads are impassable. The main port is badly damaged. Communications are just beginning to come online, and aftershocks continue. None of this will seem quick enough if you have a loved one who's trapped, if you're sleeping on the streets, if you can't feed your children. But it's important that everybody in Haiti understand at this very moment one of the largest relief efforts in our recent history is moving towards Haiti. More American search and rescue teams are coming, more food, more water, doctors, nurses, paramedics, more of the people, equipment, and capabilities that can make the difference between life and death. The United States Armed Forces are also on their way to support this effort. Several Coast Guard cutters are already there, providing everything from basic services like water to vital technical support for this massive logistical operation. Elements of the Army's 82nd Airborne Division will arrive today. We're also deploying a Marine Expeditionary Unit, the aircraft carrier USS Carl Vinson, and the Navy's hospital ship, the Comfort. And today I'm also announcing an immediate investment of $100 million to support our relief efforts. This will mean more of the life-saving equipment, food, water, and medicine that will be needed. This investment will grow over the coming year as we embark on the long-term recovery from this unimaginable tragedy. The United States of America will also forge the partnerships that this undertaking demands. We will partner with the Haitian people, and that includes the government of Haiti, which needs our support as they recover from the devastation of this earthquake. It also includes the many Haitian Americans who are determined to help their friends and family. And I've asked Vice President Biden to meet in South Florida this weekend with members of the Haitian American community and with responders who are mobilizing to help the Haitian people. We will partner with the United Nations and its dedicated personnel and peacekeepers, especially those from Brazil, who are already on the ground due to their outstanding peacekeeping efforts there. And I want to say that our hearts go out to the United Nations, which has experienced one of the greatest losses in its history. We have no doubt that we can carry on the work that was done by so many of the UN efforts that have been lost, and we see that their legacy is Haiti's hope for the future. We will partner with other nations and organizations, and that's why I've been reaching out to leaders from across the Americas and beyond who are sending resources to support this effort. And we will join with the strong network of non-governmental organizations across the country who understand the daily struggles of the Haitian people. Yet, even as we bring our resources to bear on this emergency, we need to summon the tremendous generosity and compassion of the American people. I want to thank the many Americans who have already contributed to this effort. I want to encourage all Americans who want to help to go to whitehouse.gov to learn more. And in the days ahead, we will continue to work with those individuals and organizations who want to assist this effort so that you can do so. Finally, I want to speak directly to the people of Haiti. Few in the world have endured the hardships that you have known. Long before this tragedy, daily life itself was often a bitter struggle. And after suffering so much for so long, to face this new horror must cause some to look up and ask, have we somehow been forsaken? To the people of Haiti, we say clearly and with conviction, you will not be forsaken, you will not be forgotten.